Yo, what is going on, guys? Black Quarterback Series, another week in this week in sports. Let's talk about it. So we're gonna start with Shedeur Sanders. So if I can find it, I'll put it all on the screen or whatnot. So Shedeur Sanders, he's in a heated competition to be the starting quarterback for the Browns. So they're saying Kenny Pickett is the leader, and then blah blah blah. It makes sense. You're gonna go with the veteran, blah blah blah. But I think we all know Kenny Pickett is not gonna make that roster. I don't think Kenny Pickett is gonna make that roster. I think Joe Flacco will probably be the practice squad quarterback of the third quarterback on that roster. And then it's gonna be Sanders, the rookie, the other rookie, and Flacco. I think those will be the three guys. I think everybody else will be traded. Everybody else will be either be traded or released. So the reason I'm making this video, and this is the topic of this video, is will Sanders be the starter? So everything I'm seeing out of camp, will lead me to believe that Shedeur is going to be the starter. Like they can say what they want, but just looking at what we've seen, now granted, we're not at the camp, we're not evaluating, we're not looking at the film. Just from what we've seen online and everything they're saying in the media or from the players, it looks like they want Shedeur to be the starter. It just looks like they want Shedeur to be the starter. Like you can't force players to like you. You know what I mean? Like you can't force aura, so to speak. And it looks like the players have made their decision of who they want to start. They wouldn't be behind Shedeur if he wasn't any good. They wouldn't be online choking in his lives and stuff if he wasn't a good quarterback. So I think he's going to be the starter more than I thought he would be. I thought he was going to start against the Jets in Week 9, but I think it's there for him to lose. All he has to do is show out in the preseason. I think the starting spot is his. And the reason I wanted to talk about Shedeur, I wanted to use that as a backdrop to talk about some of the stuff that I've been seeing. Now I know I'm a week late, I'm a month late. I don't care. I really want to talk about this. So we had a whole thing with Ryan Clark and RG3 about a few weeks ago, right? I didn't get a chance to talk about it because I couldn't think of a way to talk about it, right? But is the whole injuries versus Caleb Clark thing. Now, I wasn't going to address this at all. I wasn't going to say anything at all about it. But, like, I saw some stupid stuff where they was betting on Angel to miss her first shot. And it was a black dude sitting there with these, like, Arabian dudes, like, laughing and joking with it. And that rubbed me the wrong way as a black man. Like, it's just like, I understand gambling. I understand content. I understand all that. But to me, that's just not a good look. And I wouldn't be able to feel right myself if I didn't talk about it. So, black quarterback, RG3, has a podcast of his own. He did a pod a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, talking about how he thinks Clayton Clark is, or he thinks Angel is jealous of Caitlyn, and the regular cornball rhetoric whenever you bring up that white woman name, right? And so RC went on his show and was like, bro, your whole personality is that you got a white wife, essentially. And then he apologized because he felt like he shouldn't be talking about a man's wife. I agree with that in most respects, but it's like RG3 brought that on himself, right? And so the backdrop of this is the fact that Angel Reese has turned into the LeBron James of the WNBA. Not for skill. She has a long way to go with skill to get there, if she ever gets there. Um, but just as far as like media scrutiny, I saw an article this week where Paige Beckers, the number one overall pick in the WNBA, got a concussion. And Angel wasn't even on the floor. But the headline was Paige Beckers gets concussion against Angel Reese. It's like, for one, they're not in the same position. And two, Angel wasn't even on the floor. But you want to sell. Because you just say Paige Beckers gets a concussion, you're not going to sell. It's not going to sell. You're not going to move units, and you're not going to move clicks. The only reason I clicked on this is because Angel's name was into it. And, like, that just rubs me the wrong way. Angel is a great talent, and she just has to up that percentage on her layups, and she'll be fine. I found a WNBA page I'm watching. where she compared her to Lisa Thompson. And that's a Hall of Famer. I think she's like fourth all time in scoring, right? And so I say all this to say before we get back to the football that you could not like Angel, but I need a basketball reason as to why you don't like her. And nothing on some like, oh, she's terrible, layup. No, I need a real basketball reason. I need for you to sit there and watch the games and tell me why you don't like this athlete. Not some BS reason that you saw on Twitter. So like I just had to get that out because all of that really, really irked me. And I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make a video about I was gonna make a video about how she's the Lamar Jackson. She's the Lamar Jackson of football, or Lamar Jackson of the WNBA, where you don't feel like you can criticize her without getting labeled a racist or something. You definitely can, because I've seen people do it. So let me know if you guys want that video. So yeah, shout out to Angel. I will have an Angel Reese jersey at some point this summer. I meant to get it last year, but life. So two more. Aaron Rodgers still has not signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And just from what I'm reading, dusting up reading, trying to get ready for this video, Steelers players are tired of answering this question. This is what happens when you don't draft Shedeur Sanders and you pass him up. This is what happens. Mason Rudolph also went to a Trump rally this week. Take that how you want to take it. But I just feel like it don't look like Aaron Rodgers even want to play. And if he do come and play, he'll come like when the preseason start, because he don't want to do all the OTAs and all that old people stuff. Well, not old people stuff, but old people don't really show up for OTAs and all this other stuff. They be ready for the season. So I don't know. If I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I'd be incredibly upset, because it's like, bro, you were literally past all these quarterbacks to not have none in the room, and you let our room from last year leave. Shout out to Russell Wilson. I watched his 8 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. Russell Wilson never makes a bad podcast. If you guys want to look at it and see how he feels about moving to the Giants and his relationship with Sierra and blah blah blah, go look at that on Carmelo Anthony's 6. It's something p.m. in Brooklyn. It'll be up on the screen. But yeah, like I'm sick of Aaron Rodgers, and I ain't even a Steeler fan like that. So I know you guys are sick of him. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna play this year. But last topic of the video, as I stressed this video out, didn't think I had this much to say, but the 49ers signed Brock Purdy to a huge deal. Now I don't think I addressed this, and if I did, I'm gonna address it right now. I know this is like months old news, but this is a bad contract. This is a bad contract. I think he's overpaid, and they're gonna be trying to come off this contract within the next 2-3 years. Like, Brock Purdy looked good. Oh, I remember why. Because the dude on Fox Sports once said Brock Purdy was better than Jalen Hurts, and that's absolutely bullshit. So, give me something Jalen Hurts hasn't done in his NFL life, and tell me when Brock Purdy is going to win without all the talent next to him. So, but I digress. Brock Purdy, this is a bad contract. They're going to regret this contract because their team is old. All the talent that he had around them is not going to be the same talent around him that it was before. And we're going to look at Brock Purdy and be like, oh, dang, why do we pay him that much? It's going to be like, oh, my God, the 49ers were such idiots doing that. We knew that at the beginning. So let me know what you guys think. If you go in my comments hating on Angel Reese or being unreasonable, I will block you. I don't care how many subs I got. You're not finna talk crazy about her in my comment section. So respectfully, we can have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think about Shedeur. Let me know if you think he's going to start at the beginning. I'm leaning towards him being the starter week 1. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later. Peace.